All right, man. All right, here we go. Let me get my mic right. I'm thinking my mic on. Yeah, the mic is on. Everything is all set, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? Episode 27 of the CSP show. You already know who your boy is. This is episode 27. Finna go ahead and talk sports. You already know how this go. We just talking sports, football, basketball. NFL season just wrapped up. With the Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. Who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? If I had to place my bets on anybody, I would have placed my bets on the Jaguars winning the Super Bowl. But it is what it is. Kansas City ended up winning the Super Bowl, so it's all good. They beat San Francisco, man. But we're gonna talk about all that. We're gonna talk about all that. Sure I get all my stuff together. See what I'm looking at. All that good stuff, man. Like I said, this is episode 27 of the CSP show. You already know who your boy is. I just want to say you can find this episode and all other episodes on all streaming platforms. So go check them out, man. Some good movies had just came out. One of the good movies, well, I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it was pretty dope. Was Bob Marley, the Bob Marley movie. That just came out, man. I haven't seen it, but I heard it was decent, man. I definitely got to go check that out. It's another movie I want to go see. It's the Book of Clarence. I haven't heard any reviews on that, but that's one I want to. That's one I want to go. I want to go see, man. Those two movies I definitely want to check out, man. But yeah, man. Big shout out to the Kansas City, man, winning the Super Bowl, man. That's crazy. The game was crazy. Started off. San Francisco started off like they was finna go ahead and take and take the lead and do what they do. You know what I'm saying? You know that San Francisco, I just feel like they're a good time management football team. Brock Purdy, I feel like he's good with clock management. Debo Samuels is a beast. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like San Francisco had all the tools, you know, to win it. McCaffrey, beast. Kittle's beast. You know, them boys are beast at what they do. You feel me? McCaffrey played hella good. Debo Samuel, he did his thing. And like I said, Brock Purdy came out on fire. But it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough of a good game for Patrick Mahomes to beat Patrick Mahomes. Just wasn't enough of a good game. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes, he on a whole nother caliber of playing football. He in his prime. He priming right now. You feel me? But no doubt, I do feel like it was a couple of teams that could have beat Kansas City, that could have ended Kansas City season early, like Buffalo. I really felt like Buffalo could have really knocked off Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? But the field goal was just that missed field goal, man. Them field goals be torture, man. And I think San Francisco missed an extra point or something in the Super Bowl, man. You know, it's just crazy, man. Them field goals, they kind of come back to haunt you. You know what I'm saying? Another team I felt like that could have knocked off Kansas City is Baltimore. You know, Lamar Jackson. His game is next level. He's an MVP to me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what happened in that championship game, man. But they just fell short, man. And I just felt like Baltimore could have really ended Kansas City season, but they just couldn't turn it around. I don't know if it was the pressure of the moment. Lamar Jackson just didn't play like regular season Lamar Jackson to me. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh Allen when Kansas City played in Buffalo or wherever it was, Josh Allen was just a beast. And I thought they could have done it, man, but it just didn't work out, man. So Kansas City move on to San Francisco playing the Super Bowl. And then that's what it is, man. So speaking about Kansas City and them winning the Super Bowls and Patrick Mahomes is getting the third ring. I think this is his third Super Bowl ring. Is Patrick Mahomes the new GOAT of QBs in football? And I think it's safe to say that Patrick Mahomes is now the GOAT or the next Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're not in comparison, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to say he's the next Tom Brady, then yeah. But I think Patrick Mahomes is the new GOAT of football right now. Of At his position, at the QB position, he's the new GOAT, like no doubt. I mean, winning 3 rings. I think it was back to back. I think it was like a three-peat. So yeah, man, that's crazy. And every um every ghost know you're only as good as the team around you. You know what I'm saying? Like Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Brady, they were all good because they had really good players around them. You feel me? Like all goats have good as good players around them. You feel me? And I think Patrick Mahomes, he really did have some really good players on this squad that makes him even more GOAT status. You know what I'm saying? Like he had Pacheco, Kelsey, you know what I'm saying, Tooney, Rice, and Chris Jones, and the guy who caught the touchdown pass and went in overtime, Hardeman. You know what I'm saying? So GOATs are only as good as the teammates around them. You know what I'm saying? Like we can see that with Jordan, you can see that with Brady, LeBron. You become a GOAT as long as you got a good squad, you know what I'm saying, going for the same thing with you. You feel me? So yeah, Patrick Mahomes, he doing this thing right now, man, and it's good to see it. Patrick Mahomes, of he got a good combination of running and throwing, know how to extend plays, man. He just that it factor right now. He just on the shit. So when you have a good combination of great teammates and you're on a whole nother level too, your name and greatness has got to be mentioned in the same sentence. Patrick Mahomes and greatness is gonna be in the same sentence for a while. You know what I'm saying? And just it's just crazy to watch him play, the way he extend plays, the way he's able to get the job done on the field. I know Andy Reid is just loving it right now as a coach. I know him and Kelsey had some bumping heads on the field, man. If I was Andy Reid, you push me like that, boy, I don't know, but I couldn't have just brushed that off. You feel me? But it is what it is. But I know Andy Reid, he loving it in Kansas City right now. But Patrick Mahomes, yeah, he definitely he GOAT status right now, no doubt. The game is just his game is just too good to watch, man. We got some more QBs that need to step up. That I feel like really could be GOAT status too. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do feel like Lamar Jackson, he's GOAT status. Josh Allen, I really feel like GOAT status, man. You know, it's a lot of players out here that's really hitting GOAT status, but just can't, just don't have the stats of a ring to, to solidify that, to make that a solid statement, if that makes sense. So, man, NFL season is over with. Big shout out to that boy Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs for winning the Super Bowl, man. So yeah, Nick Saban. Speaking of GOATs, while we on the topic of GOATs, Nick Saban. I'm still processing this. I don't know how to process this fully, man. But Nick Saban, he retired from Alabama, man. So I'm like I said, I'm still processing that. But yeah, he ended up retiring from Alabama, Crimson Tide, and after the loss to Michigan in the playoffs, they kind of put things in perspective for old boy Nick Saban. You know what I'm saying? And Nick Saban GOAT status, man. He got 7 national titles, 6 with Alabama, and I think he got 1 with LSU. So his his tenure with Alabama really speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? And like, how you don't want to play for Alabama with that stat. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at the school's history as far as football go, how you gonna want to play for Alabama back then? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna even try to say now, but back then you looking at Alabama stat, 6 national titles. Nick Saban is the GOAT of college football. I mean, you're a 4 or 5 star player coming out of high school. You know what I'm saying? You want to play for a good team where you got a good chance of winning a national title. You feel me? And Alabama was one of those schools. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm from Florida. I'm definitely a Florida boy, and I love my Florida teams. FSU, Florida, um, Miami, all dope schools to play for. Don't get it twisted. All dope schools to play for. But I'm just talking about Alabama right now. You know what I'm saying? I love my Florida schools. I'm from Florida. I'm not trying to shadow my Florida schools because I'm talking about Alabama right now. You feel me? But a lot of players, you know what I'm saying, during the Nick Saban reign or era, a lot of players just want to play for Nick Saban. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was. You know, his stat records, his you know what I'm saying, his record really spoke for itself. And you just knew that if you had an opportunity to go play for Alabama, it was a good opportunity that you probably was gonna win a national championship. Yeah. So since Nick Saban retired out of nowhere, man, since Nick Saban retired out of nowhere, a few players decided to hit the transfer portal. You know what I'm saying, which is cool. You know, but and the biggest names to transfer out of Alabama after Nick Saban retired was Caleb Downs, the fourth and the miracle, Isaiah Bonds. That's crazy. And then it's a few others. There was a big crew. I think it's like Julian Sand or something like that. You know, they just transfer um after hearing Nick Saban retire. You know what I'm saying? They just decided to hit the portal, and that just shows you how these players wanted to come and play for Nick Saban. I forgot who the new head coach was, just that quick, man. But that just shows you how powerful you can be as a coach. These kids want to come and play for you. You know what I'm saying? And the transfer portal was introduced in 2018 or something like that. And I think and don't get it twisted. I'm for the transfer portal, but then again, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Lately, I have really not been for the transfer portal for college football because, if you transfer because, hey, look, you just don't see yourself the trajectory of your career in college. It's just not going how you expect it to go. Then yeah, I get that. You know what I'm saying? And you transfer and you hope to succeed at a different school. And I know everybody transfer out of schools for different reasons, but don't let that don't. I just feel like some of these players, and this is just a theory of mine. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some of these players just transfer because it's not a winning program. You know what I'm saying? It's not working out in their favor, and it kind of questions the loyalty to the school now. You know what I'm saying? And since the transfer portal, like I said, I think it's good if you have issues like I said, the trajectory of how your college career is going. Like you're a third string, you're super dope, but you just know that it's just not going to work out for you at that school, so you try your luck somewhere else. But to transfer of after the Saban effect, I don't, I don't know, man. I just really, it just rubbed me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I like the transfer portal, but I guess it's just what I don't like about it, how people can really take advantage of it, because I really feel like there's no loyalty. There's no loyalty to the school. There's no loyalty to the program. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times you can transfer out of a school. I don't know how many times you could transfer out. I think it's maybe once or something like that. So I guess it has its limitations. You know what I'm saying? But when I can't think of his name, Trevor Etienne, when he transferred from Florida and he's going over to Georgia, he's a Bulldog now. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of you know what I'm saying? It just makes the transfer portal look a little bad, in that sense. And like I said, if you strongly feel like the trajectory of your college career isn't going the way you want it and plan, then I get it. But sometimes I just feel like players really take advantage of it on a more, you know, I don't want to use the word selfish. That's a strong word, but it's just crazy to see how this portal thing has really changed the shape of college football. Now I do like nil deals, name, image, and likeness. I do love those deals. I really think that's dope. But then again, that has its downsides too. Um, but yeah, ever since Nick Saban left, it really showed the ugly side of the transfer portal. Like I'm with it, and but then again, I'm kind of not with it. So I hope they come up with some type of rules or stipulations. Like I said, I think it's like once you can only transfer once out of a school or something like that. Like I'm not sure how it go, but yeah, man, it's college football now, and the portal is crazy, super crazy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just feel like that players can just it changes the whole momentum of a team. Yeah, and even with the nil. Even with the nil, I feel like that some players can get sponsors, promos, contracts, and they really feel like why go to the next level when I'm doing big things with my nil deals here, and then it just changed the mindset of college sports, and I just had to speak my piece on that. I definitely had to speak my piece on that because when I seen all the players, I think like 30 something players hit the portal from Alabama after he announced his retirement. Man, I'm just like, yo, I think that's crazy. I really think that's it just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, but I really think they should really take a good look at the NIL. Like I said, I like the NIL deal. I like for you to be in college, and if the school is making money off your name, yeah, you definitely should get a chunk of that. But then again, it should be like a cap. I don't know. Um, Transfer portal, crazy. That's crazy. How you could just jump. You could just you could just jump just like that. But yeah, man, definitely had to speak my piece on that transfer portal, man. That was crazy. But yeah, I'm not finna sit here and rap too long, man. I definitely want to get on this mic and spit my piece about the transfer portal. Like I said, I'm good with it as long as if it's in good nature, if it helps you. But to be like, if it's not working out in your favor, and it just really doesn't show, like, no, it just shows that you're not really loyal to your school, man. I don't know, man. It's just it's crazy. It definitely is crazy. You feel me? Um, so yeah, that's my take. I had to go on a little spiel about that transfer portal deal after I seen those players jump from Alabama. But I'm definitely not finna make this a runaway pod. Yeah, this is episode 27. We got NBA. NBA is back and it's already starting off pretty good. Already starting off pretty decent. So I'm definitely gonna be tuned in for that. Definitely tune in for me to come back here, um, and say my spiel about the NBA. Steph Curry, he's already doing GOAT things, man. I think Golden State, um, I think they got a pretty decent young team. Golden State got a pretty decent young team, and Boston. Boston got a pretty decent young team, but I'm looking out for Miami. I think Miami gonna be a good contender this season. But the NBA just started, man. When things get to rolling, I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna say my piece, what I like and what I don't like. You already know how that go. But yeah, this is episode 27, man. Just want to come on here and say that. Stay tuned to the next episode. I will be back. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Yep.